Alright, so last time in game, you guys found yourselves in the Holy Sepulchre, having discovered a whole bunch of lovely battle bots left over from God knows when. I'm going to turn the video off for everybody just in case. After defeating the ancient automatons, you guys searched around, found what seemed to be an ancient shrine dedicated to Sarenrae, Palor, and Bahamut, as well as bearing the markings of the Dawn's Graces, the original, the OG crew. Afterwards, you guys found another door that was double locked and arcane trapped, which you definitely took care of before heading downward, finding yourselves in an antechamber, and after that, finding what seemed to be where Adremelech, the demon general, had been sealed. Talmar and Corin went in, where they heard the lovely voice of Adremelech saying that she hoped you all liked her tomb. It was yours now. A wall door dropping down between you all, separating the party. A fight ensued, and the professor, fearing for the life of his friends, unwilling to see them all die around him, pulled upon the magic malachite, which Valentine had given you guys, and called for help. The Archlich punched down and shattered the anti-magic field, which had sealed off Corin and Talmar's magic. Afterwards, she teleported in after the fight and said that she had information for you guys, and that is where we left off. That is where we're going to start up again. Is the music not playing?
Yes.
I hear it.
Cool, because I don't. Fantastical. She looks at you all. Oh, there we go. Now it kicks in. God damn it, I hate everything. It's coming in and out. She looks at you all as she says that she does have some information. She has not been idle since you all last saw her. And she makes mention that she's kept an eye on you all, as well as an eye on your enemies. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay, everything went really quiet.
Yeah, we thought you were still talking.
Yeah, we thought I was waiting for you to finish.
I'm waiting for my notes to load up because she gets her information by scrying, and she says, Demorial has been blocking scrying. I think it has much to do with the Ward Master as well as other things. But stranger still, apparently if she knows you're scrying, she's been able to plant false images, project them to the person who's scrying, giving them false information. If you go to scry on someone, it shows them doing one thing when there's yet another.
So then we can't trust the scrying of Cyril.
Sage. I would be wary if you try to scry anything to deal with Demorial, either those you fear under her, under imprisonment by her, or those under her. You may not get the information you seek.
That is exceedingly frustrating.
She fears
Just
you all.
those who are under her domain of power, not any scrying, right?
As far as I know, whether it extends to others that she has intentionally blocked for purposes to give you all a false sense of security, or perhaps some false information, I do not know. I can only tell you what I have encountered. I bring you more information. There is one concrete thing I can tell you.
Right.
It is the former Chancellor of Shah. He has been busy since he ran from the battlefield.
Yes, him.
He has been doing his best to find himself in Demorial's good graces. He fears punishment. I've only caught him bits and pieces. Whether this is true, I hope so, but as he is currently, what is the colloquial term, on Demorial's shit list, I do not think he has the protection that she offers.
That is good information. Thank you,
Uh,
my dear.
He has been nosing around places such as Talren, Toknel.
Do you know the purposes of his investigations?
No, I do not know what information he seeks, but it is suspicious. He was seen in the Black Maw lands before being run out. He is not nearly as strong as he thinks he is. I fear what he might try to do, but he is currently alone and friendless. But I would still be wary.
Well, a desperate man is a danger.
And a friendless man doesn't always stay friendless.
Especially when he's seeking to redeem himself to his master.
If we can find the Chancellor, maybe finally we have somebody who has some sort of information about the demons, about Demorio. Maybe even a glimpse of her plan. It's a long shot.
Indeed, but at least we know we have someone that could possibly be used.
A weak link, as it were.
Yes. A perfect place to strike.
Indeed. At this point, she pulls the hood a little bit further up over her head and pulls her hands into the sleeves of her robes. With that, I believe I must bid you all farewell and return to the tower.
Thank you for your risking coming here, Benedine. I certainly hope that they are too busy to notice.
As do I, but I think the Arcana has much on their hands.
Yes, if it's as you said.
Stay safe. I will keep an eye out. And should anything else arise, I will send you probably more traditional means of communication.
Thank you.
And be very, very careful. You never know what lurks around the next corner when dealing with demons.
As we are far too well aware. Stay safe.
Demoria, I intend to keep my promise to you from before.
Thank you, Corin. Oh, and Talmar. You keep asking if I am a lich.
I thought I had that answered last time.
You did. But let me clarify so you stop asking. I'm an archlich. And she walks away. And as she steps, you watch as she disappears. And you all are left inside the tomb with a demon body that slowly starts to bubble into black ichor and turning into a pile of bubbling nastiness on the floor.
Corin feels the shiver go down his spine, and he says, glad she's on our side.
She's a remarkable creature.
I liked her. Right.
All right.
Right, well,
Should
shall
we-
we see what other dangers lurk in here?
Around the corner? That's exactly what I was going to say, Professor.
Oh,
You and me, we're on the same wavelength.
that's disconcerting, but
Being on the same wavelength with Corin is either the great idea or a terrible idea, depending on the thing.
Bit of both.
It's more of a Schrodinger's cat kind of thing. Like, it's both.
It's pretty good until it's bad.
So what you guys
That
doing?
seems to work out usually, though. I blame his wisdom.
I'm gonna reach into the bag of holding and take out the Wand of Secrets. And go in just walk around the thing with the bubbling ooze. And expend a charge of it, I guess. See if there's any
secrets.
secret doors or traps in this room.
Secret doors.
It's within 30 feet.
You do find on the back wall there is a secret door.
So
Are
look,
you?
we use the thing we've got that we've had forever.
We've done something.
Good work, Aaron, dear.
Good job.
And I helped. And I put it back in the bag of holding.
Yes.
Uh,
can I walk up and Robert, you're good with doors. Can I inspect the door?
Are you just going to inspect the door, or is anybody going to inspect the room?
I'll start looking
I'll
around
expect
the room.
Okay, so Professor and Flint roll investigation for the door. Anybody who wants to investigate the room can roll investigation for that.
Ooh.
Modified 20.
Double 19s. No,
19.
19. Oh, nice.
Hey.
That's a 2.
Okay.
Can I look at the pile of goop as a fiend's favorite enemy kind of thing?
I should roll
Yeah.
hand in it. Get it sent on ya.
I'll use the edge of my blade to poke at it.
So you're going to kind of just try to figure it out.
Yeah, just to take a look.
Roll survival.
Okay.
So Professor and Flint, as you go, there is a door. It is not trapped, but it is arcane and mundanely locked.
Oh, well. I will do the magic-y thing. Where is it?
And I shall do the unlucky thing.
Thieves' tools and Arcana.
I'll do the sitting here and watching thing.
21.
Natural 20.
So Flint, you easily find the locking mechanism, and after clink, 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 tunk, you undo it. Just as the professor, you deftly and delicately wield your magic to put like a sort of toe in the door and sort of unweave it, and it is complex and nasty. As you start to unweave it, you notice that this was a very, very, very nasty trap. If someone had tried to open the door without disarming this could have
don't know why I
been
hit that.
really
I hit a key and that did that. Sorry.
well. It's you find out it was an evocation trap.
Oh.
There you go.
It would have done approximately 12d10 worth of cold damage.
That was a nasty trap. Quite. That would have ruined someone's day. Very interestingly woven, though. I'm impressed by the skill. But not better than me, apparently. Not a surprise. I'm not really saying this to anyone in particular. I'm saying this to the door as I've unwoven the threads and. Yes. Robert, I do believe you are good with the.
Door's already unlocked. Took care of it.
I was not paying attention. This was a very intricate weave.
Corin gets bored and pushes the door open and walks in the room.
Uh,
I was
As
just
you-
about to do that.
as you push open the door, it is not really a room so much as a glorified closet. And inside there is a bunch of elegant work. And what you see is a set of full plate armor in steel and gilded along the edges with rubies and emeralds and sapphires inset into it.
Interesting.
Hmm.
Can I make
I don't
like just
think
a
we
general
are,
Arcana
but-
check around everything?
Yeah, you can make an Arcana check with that. While you do that, Alex, as you're looking around, you find that inside of the cracked coffin, where you think a Dramalek must have been sealed, there is a small gem inside.
Okay, can I look for traps before reaching for it?
Yes, you can roll investigation.
17.
No, you don't see any mundane traps.
Any arcane traps?
You'd have to roll. Are you trained in Arcana?
No, I've got a 4
That-
in it.
You have to be trained in Arcana to find arcane traps.
I think I'm gonna hold. Hey, Professor, can you take a look at this coffin?
One
we
minute.
head down?
1 minute. I'm looking at this thing.
Right. All right. I'm gonna leave this alone for now. Then.
If I look at the stone in the coffin, does it look like the recording device stone that we found, that Professor and Flint and I looked at, that we didn't show anyone else?
Yeah.
It does look like
It does look similar. Not quite the same, but similar.
that? Okay.
Damn recorder devices.
Also, the goop looks nasty. As you're looking at it, you're also reflecting back on the book of demonology you guys read way back many, many moons ago.
Yes.
And this seems to have been what is known as an envy demon. They are nasty, and if given half a chance, they stalk their prey to emulate them before killing them and taking their place.
Ew.
Oh, shit.
Oh man, can you imagine a demon version of ourselves?
Yeah, I'm like shaking the goop off the edge of my blade. I'm like, good thing we killed this fucker. He would have tried to replace one of you.
Well, that is a
He
thing.
wouldn't have been as handsome though.
So you, Professor, looking at the armor, it is indeed magical.
Excellent. I will. Well, I can't cast Identify. I can spend some time with it and do Identify if we have that time.
How long do you guys want to spend down here?
Well, it will take me 10 minutes to identify this.
Yeah, we
I
can
let
take
the
10
group. I
minutes.
let the group know. It will take me 10 minutes per thing you want me to look into. Oh wait, no, because I have my monocle. I can do one. Hang on, shit. I forget that I have that on there too. The monocle. Once per day. The monocle. Nope, that's not the right one. I can do identify once per long rest. So I'll cast identify with the monocle on this thing.
On the armor?
Yes. I just sort of put my monocle up to it and like, yes, interesting. Yes, interesting. Ooh, my.
But
It
also
is-
really stupid.
It is really interesting. It is heavily magicked. You get the feeling it has some abjuration magic put into there, a touch of evocation. It does require attunement.
Of course.
It is +3 plate armor,
God damn.
and you have a feeling from the rubies on the back of the right hand that it can cast Fireball.
This, I relate all that information. This is quite the powerful armor.
Damn it. I hate this fucking thing.
That's awesome.
I tend not to wear armor that has gems in it. It's not my style.
Yes, well,
I mean, I can trade you for the adamantine plate. At least be sturdy to hits.
I would not be able to move in that. Quite literally, I would be a museum piece.
Aren't you already that? You're certainly old enough.
Wow, who is echoing?
I press the digitation a splash of water into Corin's face. Over my
Be careful, Professor. You sober him up.
I do it again.
I go over and I like try to sneak one of the bottles out of the bag of holding to Corin.
Ooh.
Well, since you're done looking at that, would you mind taking a look in this coffin real quick before we try to
Yes,
remove
I
anything?
will attempt to look in the coffin.
You look in the coffin, and there is a gem sitting very innocently.
Oh dear.
I say that it sort of looks like that one we... Oh, never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about.
I'm just
I'm
gonna,
so tempted to just
gonna
pick it up because I think she's
attempt to
following us.
dispel magic. At 4th level.
You're going to dispel magic.
Well, I don't know what it is. Maybe I should look at it first. But I can't touch it. I don't want to touch it.
Hey, how orange I am! Oh my god.
Give me some time with this. This looks. Can I just sort of like? Because I spend 10 minutes and see if I can identify what this is.
Yeah, if you want to spend another 10 minutes down here, that's fine with me.
If we want to know what this is without it killing us, or I could just destroy it right now.
I think it phrases anything.
Yeah, exactly. Right. It's the job of DM to instill doubt into your players forever. Bone-crushing fear and doubt.
Yeah.
I will cast Identify as a ritual because it is not prepared. So, and I will see if I can tell what this is.
As you ritually cast Identify, could you bring the Identify spell up for me, please?
Chris, could you say something for me?
Or do you not have it in there?
Something.
It's here.
Yeah, you're still echoing. What's
That's
going
okay.
on?
I can look it up real quick. I have the PHB.
Here, I just have to do the non-condensed so that I can click the cast button.
Who did we lose?
Kyle.
Oh.
There you go.
I'm sorry, Chris, can you say something again?
Must touch.
Something.
Do I have to touch
The
it?
fuck?
No, you don't have to touch it. I don't think it's a touch.
Sassafras.
No, it is
Yourself.
touch spell.
You
must touch it.
I don't want to touch this.
Do you want me to touch it?
Well, I can also cast, instead of that, can I cast, oh my god, I hate that I have to click prepare to do this. Can I do that as a ritual and see what that gets me?
Oh, it's magic.
Can I tell what kind of it is?
Magic.
We can take it with us, Professor. And I hold open the bag of holding near the coffin.
Yes, let's just do that for now. We can't waste too much time down here. I will mage hand the item, and I'll just do mage hand and grab it with my mage hand, and then wince,
Okay.
and then nothing happened. Just gonna put it in the bag of holding.
Okay, into the bag of holding it goes. Whoop.
Mystery gem, mark it down. Probably some sort of death and destruction. Who knows? Nothing good comes out of here. Maybe we could ask Sage about it.
The innocent gem.
Totally innocent gem, you guys. I'm sure it is. Probably, maybe. Who knows?
Hey,
Does anyone else want the armor? Because I'm interested in the armor, but if someone else wants it,
I mean, I'm interested in it too, but
Arm wrestle for it.
I mean, I'm good. You want to arm wrestle?
I mean, if you want to arm wrestle for it, I mean, because I'm totally willing if you want a full set of adamantine.
I mean, I have mithril right now. Makes it a little easier for me to move around.
This will be
Could you
full
guys
fight.
arm wrestle on the surface? We could bring it up
Yeah,
with us.
Yeah,
I'm getting at Arandir like shivers a little. Get a little creeped out.
yeah, we'll shove it in the
I'm
bag.
with you, Andir.
And it's just a tomb of an evil demon general who tried to destroy the world. It's not that bad.
To
Yeah,
be fair,
we'll have to put it in the sack. So
Mhm.
Who's touching it?
I am.
Okay. You,
Cursed.
You put it in the bag of holding.
To be honest, kind of waiting for that. It would be my luck to have 3 sets of cursed armor.
I fucking am so angry. I hate being orange. Everybody else doesn't look orange. Why do I have to be orange?
Damn it, you ruined my jokes. I'm like, why? Do you have a shortage in the licorice factory there, my friend?
Do you have a white sheet of paper by you, Chris?
Yeah, well, it's because I know why it is. It's
Yeah,
because
your white balancing is just being fucky.
No, it's not even that. It's just because all my lighting in here is fucking orange tungsten lights.
Yeah, well, that would do it.
I'm just fucking with the settings to try and make it less obnoxious.
Cool. So we head up after I stuff the armor in the
We
bag.
have a door down here that we have not opened.
We go up to the surface because I don't want to be down here anymore.
Well, there's still one more door.
We must
Oh,
make sure
that's
that
right.
all the
Another
threats
door?
are gone before
Alright.
we leave. I noticed when I was running away from those ghost things that there was a door outside and to the left.
I can't hear anybody. What the fuck?
Sassafras.
Allow me to
sassafras.
show you. Blah 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 blah. I walk over here.
Sassafras.
So you go to the totally innocent innocuous door.
Yes. Stop using those words.
So you touch the ordinary door.
I have not touched it yet. I am arcanaing it first.
You arcana it, and there is, it is not a trap, but it is arcanely locked.
Then I will attempt to arcanely unlock it.
Roll another arcana for me.
Blurg. Oh, luck!
You-
I'm gonna use luck before
Okay.
you decide to.
Hey! You start to have a go at it, but you mean, no, wait. Haha. You can see where they've tried to trip you up, but you're too smart for them.
Oh, they're tricky. I
Tricksy
say.
hobbitses. And you manage to undo the arcane lock, and the door is clean.
The door is open.
It's clean.
The way before you lies open.
No, stop. Oh no, God, memories. Oh. Oh. So many memories.
Great.
As you open the door, you look in, and it is a small room. It very much mimics the sort of shrine above, but there's also arcane sigils and runes and circles that intertwine what seem to be prayers in Celestial. And in the very center, what you see is sort of a basin of water.
Can I read what the prayers say in Celestial?
Yeah, it's a prayer in Celestial.
Okay.
I did not write anything specific for it.
No, just to anyone in particular.
It's, a cry to the gods of good to please look down upon us. guide our hand, be the light in the darkness, forever and ever.
And
May
they lived
his
happily ever after.
In the name
May
of
his-
the Father, the
oh hell no!
Son, and
May
the
his
Holy
noodly
Spirit.
appendages grace you as you view his mighty meatballs.
All the meatballs.
Xanu.
Klaatu, Varada, Nikto. So it's essentially prayers, and there's some in Draconic that sort of mix in, and there's other such things. But yeah, in the very center is a basin of water. You don't know how deep it is because what little light there is shining in here, it makes it look like it's a placid black surface.
Camo, do you sense anything in here?
Sure. I'll go ahead and use my divine sense here.
That's the reference I was aiming for.
Hold on, I was actually making a very similar reference.
Gotta be faster on the draw with your shit posting.
Where the fuck did my shit go?
I totally did not go in and delete everything
Oh,
off
because I
your
have 2
sheet when you were
pages,
looking.
like a plebeian.
Kyle's a pleb.
Plebeian.
More plebs are needed.
All right. So this is essentially sensing if it is evil. You do not sense any evil in here.
Alright, guys. I don't smell anything terrible, so we might be alright. As we all know, follow your nose, and I don't smell anything evil.
All right,
Doesn't
Gandalf.
sound very. That doesn't make
Hey
any
man, that's the paladin way, man. That's what we taught. If it smells bad, it's evil.
sense. Right.
Fair enough.
And if it sings to you, it's good.
If it what?
If it sings to you.
Okay.
Note to self, never
I
take
don't know. I've
on
run
your
into some
Cyrus.
pretty scary things that sing to you. Yeah, like that.
Do I have
Uh,
an aura that sings then?
If I actually go up and activate divine sense on you.
your divine sense rings out for 60 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how I know you're not actually an envy demon.
But the rest of us are suspect.
Oh shit! I should have read the rest of that. So, the basin.
Is it consecrated?
It's like the music of the spheres is playing.
Aha! So it's even good, guys, because I hear the basin singing to me. It's a very lovely song too.
Suck a dick, suck a dick, suck a dick, suck a motherfucking dick.
Ah, music of the gods.
That was almost
Get
synced up to like the Kokiri village.
That's what I was hearing.
That's exactly what. Suck a dick.
Oh my god, I'll have to get that. Anyway, so the basin itself seems to just ring true in your divine sense.
I guess I'll go and see what's in here then. Investigate the room. Maybe find something.
There's literally nothing in here other than the carvings on the walls and the basin itself.
Is the basin full of water?
Yep.
Can I drink some of it?
You drink some of the water?
Yeah.
You sure?
You get listeria.
Yeah.
Stagnant.
What if it's not?
You die of dysentery.
All of your HP's back, all of your spell slots are back, all of your hit dice are back.
It's a potion of long rest.
Any disease
I
you
don't
have
need those.
is gone.
Well, I can't get sick, so.
STDs included.
Yeah, the
Once
syphilis
again,
doesn't
I
count.
can't get sick.
Well, we all know you contracted syphilis before you got that, so it's like your brain is just addled like Swiss cheese right now.
Curse the great pox.
It still does not allow you to get good.
No.
One must improve KD ratio to get good.
The mighty Bahamut gremlin is displeased.
I'll sacrifice some Doritos to him later.
Get Mountain Dew. Gotta get the Mountain Dew.
Nah, Bahamut's more of
No.
I always go top.
No. Bahamut likes the Baja Blast Mountain Dew. Except
that makes
no,
I think he's a
complete
code.
sense.
I think he's a Code Red person.
nope, it's Baja Blast.
It's
Anyway,
Bahamut
Maybe
Blast.
LimeWire.
Now I want Taco Bell.
Yeah, me
God
too.
damn it.
I love you guys. So as you drink it, you feel yourself strengthened, and all of the fear and all of the terror that you've had in here and the pains are gone. You feel renewed.
I want to bottle this stuff. Can I have a canteen I can bottle this with?
Are you gonna try to bottle it?
Yeah. Why the fuck not?
You can certainly try.
Alright, I'll try.
You bottle it.
Sweet. Hey guys, you definitely want to drink some of this water. It's delicious.
I drink some of the water.
I drink some of the water as well.
How much is in it?
As you go to bottle it, make a perception roll for me.
Yes, perception. Thing I'm not terrible at. He laughed, side-eyeing.
As he has a +1. Okay, so
perception shit and always has been.
you go to put it away and you realize it's much lighter than half a second ago.
Check the canteen.
It's empty.
Aww.
Oh.
Who do you think I would like to have a laugh, Telma? And I pat him on the back.
I guess it's not. I guess you can't take it out.
Does the
You
water
can take
look
the
like it's,
basin with us.
does the water look like it's decreased since he drank it?
Nope.
Okay.
We could take the basin with us.
It's
I'll drink from it.
Talma, you see these spells and prayers. It's probably tied to this room. Magic.
It would be nice to be able to like get a full night's sleep by drinking some water.
Well, we had that once. So that's few and far between.
Does it look like the cup of a carpenter?
Stonemason.
God damn it, Mike!
But for real, Telma, I'm pretty sure we already have one of these in the Donewood.
Oh, that's
Now
right,
go
we do.
away, or I shall knock you a second time.
Nigget.
I need everyone to make a fucking deck save. Joking, only slightly joking.
Modified 20.
You
Sorry,
fail.
22.
You fail.
I take it
Cal
like-
got thrown at us.
I take it like the
24.
professor.
You fail. Everyone fails.
Oh man, we got a cow
Y'all
thrown
take
this guy.
600 d10.
I cease
Okay.
to be.
Everyone falls in the void. Nothing matters. Welcome to Nihilism 101. New campaign. Anyway,
Did
so
Lincoln Park write this ending?
yes, they did. Because in the end, it doesn't even matter.
When I tried so hard.
I teleport away. I'm done.
I fall on my sword.
Oh,
Anyway,
it takes so long to roll up. There we go.
Instead, you guys decide to stay in and eat all those lovely magic mushrooms and join Bahamut on a raid. God damn, Chris. So yeah, the basin restores everything to you guys. You guys are good to go. Flint.
Yes.
Charles. Are you partaking of the fountain?
No, I'm not.
Are you going in the room?
Yes.
As you cross the threshold, you feel lighter.
Steps out of the room.
You feel different, as if walking into the room started a chain reaction.
I look down. Is anything noticeable?
Yeah, a little bit. Your wounds aren't healing? Seriously, though?
It's the pleats.
Is there anything else in this room?
Nope, just the arcane sigils, the holy prayers, and the sanctified basin.
Mike, they can use that. Or Mike, who's this Mike person? Aaron, do you think you can use his Wand of Secrets, or is it out of charges?
Oh, I do have. Yeah, we have more charges for it. I'll take it out and use a second one.
No, there's nothing else.
Well, I think we've explored as much. I think we should start heading out. And I sort of walk out of the room and head. I just sort of stand and wait for everyone.
All right. So as the professor walks out of the room, Flint sees his opportunity. As the professor walks by, he's going to grab a fistful of his hair and rip him back and then pull a blade. And Demorial sends her to regards, and he goes to stab. But stab. Just inches from his throat. And just as you start seeing, he kind of, his hand shaking and quivering.
Does anybody notice? Or do
Oh,
I know?
right there.
I was gonna say that I walked out with the professor, but then that happened.
Yeah, I was going to too.
Well, this is the situation.
You can see a battle, like, across his face as the blade inches closer, then pulls back, and just you start seeing these like white wisps start to come off his body.
Robert, is there something you'd like to tell me?
Do better, and he's gonna throw you.
Oh, but I'm so frail.
Can I try and catch the professor?
As you fly through the air.
I mean, I weigh nothing.
Can I try and catch him?
Yeah, roll acrobatics.
I
Oh,
run and
16.
swing at Flint with my mace.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Hold.
Corin, as you go to swing with your mace, you miss. Or at least it doesn't connect. And Alex, you managed to catch the professor. It's not quite so elegant and smooth, but at least he's not hitting the floor.
Do I feel anything on my divine sense from Flint right now?
Nope.
Everyone stop. He didn't kill me. I am alive.
Well, I mean, he hasn't killed you yet.
Well, he stopped.
I'm not going to kill anyone. I apologize for acting in the way I have. I've been deceiving you this entire time.
Oh, that is apparent now.
As you
I'm
speak,
not
like,
surprised.
like he starts to go a little translucent.
Can I see what's happening? Like, can I? Well, that's interesting.
The professor immediately goes, roll intelligence?
Okay.
How much monocle adjusting is there going on?
There's a lot. It's like I'm revving an engine.
You don't
What's
know
an
exactly.
engine?
You don't know exactly what's going on, Professor. There is definitely something going on, but it's hard to pin down exactly what you're.
I put out the staff of tenure and I sort of just like wave it across him. I attempt to touch him with it.
There's a little bit of resistance, but not a lot as it passes. Starts to.
Robert, I hate to break this to you, but it appears you're becoming incorporeal.
Have you always been like that? How did we not notice this?
Dead men don't normally come back like I have.
Oh, it's all coming together.
Dead.
It's been a real pleasure in my little vacation from where I go.
You're
But as I said,
dead.
do better. You'll need to do far better than this to beat her. and he's going to slowly start to just pull, just like bits of him start to flail off, kind of just pull off.
I
and
have
just,
so many questions. You worked for Demoria. Oh shit.
and as he disappears, a gold ring and a silver chain hit the ground.
Clink, clink, clink,
I
clink.
mage
clink,
hand
clink.
them up before anyone.
No, I don't think that's fair. I think we've been doing a pretty good job lately so far.
Really.
I mean,
Corin, I think the least of our concerns is whether or not this person thinks we're doing a good job right now.
I don't know. It's just like it's not fair. We never get thanks, really, if you think about it. Never mind.
We'll get a thanks at the end, maybe, or we'll become pariahs or dead. One of the two.
You know what, Talmar? Thank you for trying to save the world, and everybody else here. I'm thanking you all.
I appreciate your thanks, but I'm not doing this for thanks.
So I mage hand up the 2 articles, and I just sort of put them in a pouch. For now. Well, so that was a thing. Apparently, let's get out of here, please.
What
Yes.
was this Demorial Sensor Regards business?
Well, obviously, he was
She must have.
Quoting a popular playwright.
he was telling us basically the truth, in a way. He did
She
take
must
a
have pulled
contract.
his soul back to the material plane to try to kill us or something.
Possibly, he was a plant by her, but he rebelled against it. Who knows?
Well, we can worry about this as we go. Let's get out of here at least. Let's get back to that city. That I forgot. the name.
Persephone?
Persephone.
We fly in carpet up out of the crevice.
The city was called something else, yes.
Yes.
So you guys sort of all clamber on to the Normandy. And
Forgot it was called that.
you all ascend to the cavern and then ascend higher up back onto the ground. Solid land, this time it's been a couple hours, so you guys reached about late morning, so it's about sometime afternoon now. As you guys land and disembark off the Normandy, I need everybody to roll perception checks for me.
Oh, because I've proven so good at perception today.
Now you know how I feel when Dan asks me to roll perception as Azzy.
Woo, my trend continues.
Poor you.
Every time I roll perception, the first one is always garbage, and then the second one is always better. So that's why I keep thanking Talmar for the shield.
High five for the Sentinel shield.
When we're on the carpet, I turn to Alex and I say, "Look, no hard feelings," and I smack her pauldron.
Okay.
Does my hand go through you?
I thought you were gonna say you push her
I
off
mean-
the carpet.
I mean, it's metal. If you want to hit my face, that should be even more proof, I would think.
I awkwardly poke your cheek.
Yeah, I'm good, man.
All right.
I mean,
just checking.
should we put
I
some
would
like?
let up my
testing
wings, but I've already used those today, and they tend to tire me out. Oh,
Maybe we
actually,
should put
wait, no,
some
I can do
tests in
that.
place.
I can do that because I did the long rest drink. I'm gonna light my wings
That
up.
doesn't give you guys your abilities back.
Okay. Damn it.
I said spell slots, hit dice,
Sorry,
hit points.
I didn't listen close enough. No wings.
I saw him
I
before.
I think it's fucking really bizarre and slightly terrifying that you weren't able to sense undead, Talmar.
Yeah, that is very true.
Did he count as undead though?
I mean, he said he was dead.
If
so
he's
I
a
don't-
ghost and he's not alive, if he's not alive and he's walking around, then he's undead.
I mean,
at
at least that was always my understanding. Yeah.
We know that Demoria is apparently powerful enough to implant false scries, so I'm sure that she would be able to ward him against whatever bullshit.
The real question is, why didn't Bella or tell us?
I don't know. Stop poking potholes and everything, Talmar.
Oh yeah, it's not like she fucking from her tower shattered an anti-magic field and then teleported in. And that could have totally tired her out because she's totally not a fucking deity. But you know, that ain't none of my business.
I'm not poking plot holes.
This is just role playing, you know. Wait,
I'm
I
just.
said it with the accent. Everything's all weird.
So anyway,
Yes.
That was just to justify my really low roll.
Cora and Alex, you notice first that there is a figure slowly making their way towards you guys.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Drawing.
Professor, and then Arendir, you notice it next. Talmar, you're still looking back going, the fuck just happened? As the figure draws near, you all start to notice that they're making a beeline straight towards you.
Yeah, my sword.
I have whole person up and ready, just waiting.
And
Okay.
as he gets about 20 feet from you, leave it to a bunch of elves to start the party early.
Oh, god damn it.
Oh, thank God, a voice of reason, finally!
Oh.
I'm sorry, who are you?
It's...
Who are you?
Hi, Connor. It's a long
Alexandrine
story.
Eliza Leon Darcy.
Your
She
name's
has a long
Alex, and
name,
that's the way
too.
we're keeping it.
Yeah.
Look, man, you're not king in this country. Literally, get off your high horse.
I take off my gauntlet and I go up to Connor and I say, "Sorry, we've had a really fucking weird day," and just punch him right in the fucking face.
Okay.
Oh, wait, never mind. Can I have the undead murderer back?
He's solid, and Jesus, if you hit him, he's like really fucking solid.
Fuck.
So, one thing you notice immediately different about Connor, one, he's not wearing plate anymore. So he's just, and he looks about, he was always like leaner. He's probably put on about 15 to 20 pounds of straight muscle.
I think my hand is broken.
See, and he kind of grabs his hand. It's why you punch with a straight wrist.
I
I'll
shake his hand.
Go
Of
over
all-
to
of
Corin
all-
to heal him.
Of all people, like, I would take punching advice from...
Yes, that is actually accurate.
It's good
how
to
they
see
say
you
hello
again,
in
Connor.
Thailand.
We've actually missed you quite a bit.
Well,
We had,
this,
we had a door to smash and everything, and you weren't here. I had to do it.
let me guess, it took you about twice as long as it should have.
It only took me like 3 swings.
Twice as long as it should have.
Let's be a solid stone. Give me a break.
It is good to see you, Connor. Wait, he doesn't say that. He doesn't say that. It is good to see you, Telrinian.
It's good to see you, Elf.
Which one?
Alex bows.
Oh.
My apologies.
No apologies needed. You'll come to learn that I'm not one for tradition and pomp and circumstance.
Oh, thank God.
He only makes you call him his grace once in a while.
I will beat the living shit out of you, Talmar.
That's what you use for. That's what you use for a duke, Telmar.
Thank you.
Oh, so can we get some proper what's the proper noun to use for a king then?
Your Majesty, Your
Majesty.
Highness.
Your Grace.
I ain't calling him that.
You're not calling me any of that. It's Connor to you. Even though technically the only way I was able to get a Tal Ren is saying that you are my honor guard.
Us? All of us?
Sweet, do we have a salary then?
Your salary is my presence. You're welcome.
Oh man.
I mean, I'm actually okay with this salary.
I come back
It's the
and
gift that keeps on giving.
I go over to the edge of the ravine and I just like look over it and look back at Connor, then look over it.
If it means some sort of... you're welcome here again, Connor. We could use a man like you. Things are getting darker.
That's why I've come. Talren's in order, or at least as much as it's going to be. There's no need for me to sit there and try to micromanage a war I can't lead.
How's Tyrannus?
Old man's stronger than he looks. He's fine.
Good. Did you see Tess and Eowyn?
I did. Her studies are coming along nicely. And he walks up and, like, gets right in your face. If you tell me to give you something, he's gonna smack you.
Fair enough. I seriously thought you were gonna kiss me.
Well, that's what she told me to do.
Fair enough.
So, Connor, how did you know where to find us here?
Well, a king has certain things at his disposal, and let's see that I've been a little paranoid in keeping track of my friends.
Well, that's good. If you don't already know, I'm just gonna let them know what happened down there, including weird ghost companion.
Yes, he put a knife in my throat.
That's only the second time that's happened to one of us.
Yeah, the first one was me. He kind of points to the scars in his chest. I distinctly remember it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Unfortunately, the general wasn't down there. She is awake and with Demoria.
And she knew that we were going to be there. She set a trap for us.
I mean, a trap that failed spectacularly in her face, but, you know.
I mean, only because we had to get the help of a fucking archlich.
Whoa, you called Bellantine in.
The
Well-
circumstances were dire.
Talmar and I were separated from everybody else behind a door and anti-magic field. It was
I called Bennett.
scary.
She gave us
Well-
vital information, however. It appears during your time in Shah, the Chancellor, I was not with you. Was it the Chancellor you said, Snicker?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
He escaped Chancellor of Shar.
He's escaped.
He
He is looking for a way to redeem himself in Demoriel's eyes, but for now, he is alone and shot.
He was sniffing around Talran and Tucknell. And we have... And for what I'm thinking right now, we have two options that I can think of. Is we go after the Chancellor, maybe see if we can get any sort of information out of him about Demoriel's plan, even if it's just a small snippet of it, just a small peek. Or we figure out where the Wardmaster, or whatever the fuck his name is, King Douchebag, and Sorrel.
I was thinking about that, Corin, when Bennantine mentioned that Demoriel has been able to block scrying.
Yeah, we cannot trust what we scried on Amon
Right.
Sorrel.
Been able to block scrying, perhaps because of the Wardmaster being with her, and also implanting false visions. So who knows where he is? If Sage tried to
Mm-hmm.
We,
scry on him, that image may have been false.
we
Right.
also
Go ahead.
have what Azzy is chasing, and also what Fiorio is chasing as well.
I think Furiel is chasing. Oh shit. I'm going to just like without saying anything, I'm gonna pull out my crystal ball and start making like runes in the dirt, and I'm gonna scry on Furiel because I think we should probably tell her the fact that scrying
It's unreliable.
on people is unreliable.
Oh
So
my
yeah,
God.
I'm going to do that.
Okay.
We should probably let Azzy know as well.
Yes, I'll do that after this one.
You immediately start scrying on Furiel, and it hones in on what is a familiar place to you. It is her hoard, her lair.
We should test to make sure this scry is
I was
real as
actually
well.
gonna
By
say, is there a way that I can like roll
telescription paper.
a wisdom check or like something to be able to tell if my magic is being tricked?
We could use telescription paper to see if when we send the message, it actually gets to them.
I do actually like that idea.
So do you write a small telescription letter to her?
I
Like, is this
cast
really
cast
basically?
sending to Fioriel.
Okay.
I'm like, Fioriel, we're about to scry on you. Please say caterpillar when Corin scries to you.
Corin, as
We
you're
have a safe
looking, you
word
see
now.
Fioriel, her hair is pulled back and held in place with sticks in a very messy bun. She seems to have ink stains on her fingers. And you watch her as she's sort of like going through papers, and she stops. She straightens her back, and then you hear her say, "Caterpillar."
Oh, fucking thank God.
Corin.
Yes. Some bad news. We have discovered that Adrenaline is free and with Demoriel. And even worse, Demoriel and the Wardmaster somehow blocking scrying and even manipulating it to the point of sending false images and false ideas. So, if you have been going on any information you've retained from scrying, it might be wrong.
I appreciate the information. I fear as much Saral was working on magics that would obfuscate and twist and manipulate scrying spells as Wardmaster. It was his pet project for quite many years. We thought it was unfeasible, but if what you say is true, then he might have mastered it, which is terrifying. Thankfully, most of the information I have been going off of have been more concrete than scrying. I've been picking up physical clues.
We were always very smart.
Oh, you don't get to my age without being a little bit wise.
Okay. I
Professor
just
could
wanted
have
to let
heard
you
that. He
know.
would have said yes, amen.
If that's true, be safe. It means they are growing stronger still, and I do not know what that means. And with this demon general out, it means they are stronger than that. I fear for what that might mean. Either she is running around here, unbidden, unknown, or the very worst case, if she's gotten back to Vianoth, it means they have ways in and out.
Is there any creature of such power in this plane that doesn't belong? Is there any sign, any kind of stain or some kind of scar that they leave behind in the places they've been, somewhere we could track them?
Most demons aren't strong enough to leave such marks. Even Demoriel and Adremalek aren't strong enough to leave that big of a stain, but I will take a look in this and see if there is such a way. If there is hallmarks, corruption, a twisting perversion of nature, I will let you know.
Thank you. Alright, I have to warn Azzy as well.
Alright, be
Okay.
safe, all of you.
I cast sending to Azzy. I'm like, hello, darling. Corin's about to contact you. Please say caterpillar.
This is my favorite thing we've ever done.
Uh,
I will end the scrying spell with Furiel and then try to scry on Azzy.
As you do so, you notice it is what seems to be a well-worn path through the woods. There's a soft patter of rain. And you see a figure cloaked heavily with a staff sort of walking through the trees. And you watch as she freezes, looks around, and then immediately takes her glasses off, pinches the bridge of her nose, and says, caterpillar.
I laugh. Say hi, Azzy.
Hi, Azzy.
Hi, Clorin.
Talmar says hi. I push Talmar away from me because he's trying to concentrate on the scry. He's like looking over my shoulder to my crystal ball. Like, stop, Talmar.
I totally am, by the way.
Really quick, this is bad news and then worse news. Adrenaline is free. Also, scrying on minions of the bad person that we're trying to fight would probably not work because the ward master is obscuring all of the images and also presenting false information. So if you're scrying on anyone, you might have gotten bad info. So be careful.
Thank you for this information. This is horrible news. I hope you all are doing well. Some good news at least, maybe, please.
Connor's back.
Hi.
Well, that's definitely good news. I didn't know he left.
Yeah, we've had a series of interesting events happen here. Azrael, please take care of yourself, and I will send Talmar your regards.
Thank you, and be safe, all of you. And if I find anything, I'll let you know. I think I may have a lead, so I'll get in contact with you all as soon as I can.
I will end the Skype call and
Clink clink.
All
Please
right,
rate this
all of
call.
our friends are warned. Those that are out in the field, at least. Whew. I'm tired now.
Yes, I think we should head back into town. I have some questions for
Sage?
Sage. Thank you. I'm getting old.
Getting.
You're older than all of us combined, except
I
for.
don't know why we always have to talk about this. Let's go.
You brought it up first!
What about Aslan's brother?
Oh, yeah. Fuck, I keep forgetting about that asshole.
Yeah, and I still don't trust that Gregor is actually Gregor's daddy, for that matter, either.
Are they all not working for Demoriel?
They are. all
Then
working
we
for
cannot
Demoriel.
trust them. We only have one thing that we know, is that this Chancellor, we could possibly find him. And
Well, we
know-
have a location, or at least a supposed location of Alan.
And that
Was
was
it old-
before the scrying thing.
It was before the scrying thing, and we were told by the Empress. It was up north in Tocnell, an old, I forget what the fuck the fort's name is, but I remember it was there. An old fort that was supposedly deserted and now is occupied.
In the mountains.
Frostfire.
Frostfire.
Oh shit, that's like
Well,
pretty
we know-
close to.
Honestly,
The
we
Dawn
might
Lord.
find something there.
Yeah.
But I'm not exactly the unbiased advocate for going there. So
Well, I mean, I think heading in that direction is a good idea because we don't know for sure that Alan is there, but there's an idea, slight information of that, and we also have an inkling of an idea that the Chancellor is in that area of
he's in
the
Tocnell
world
as well.
so
Yes.
Tocnell or Talren, but those
Well,
either if he's in one of those or the other, it'd be easier to track him down if we're there
plus,
rather than here where we are.
yes, plus scrying should work on him.
Right.
Right.
Oh,
He's in-
right.
If he's in the doghouse, so to speak,
Yes.
she may not be protecting him. Alex, were you
Unless
going to say
he's-
something before?
Unless he's being used as bait.
I shake my head.
That is
Okay.
entirely possible as well, Talmar. We need to start thinking cautiously and approaching everything with as much information as we could gather before jumping in, or else we will kill ourselves before we get to Vianoth.
Like what almost happened here.
Yes.
Well, if you want a little outsider's perspective on this, since I've been out of the game, so to speak, for a few months, I think going with a definite lead at this point. Frostspire is a good lead. It may be
I
an
agree.
old one, but it's something we can at least grasp onto, and we know where it's at. We have an idea of what may be waiting for us there. I mean, looking for the Chancellor in Talren and Tocnell, Those are two huge countries that we keep.
It's like saying he's somewhere on.
And
Basically, he's just not on the west coast of this continent.
exactly, and to say that scrying may work is, I don't trust it. If you're telling me what's true, if they can disguise what they're doing, I don't trust anything that we're going to scry on now. At all.
Honestly, I agree with Connor. I don't trust anything we scry at this point. At least when it comes to Demorial and our enemies. Because we can at least verify with our friends that it's them. We can't do that.
A little two-part system is working. This code word that I keep hearing caterpillar, but
Yes, it's the first thing that came to my mind.
I liked how Fioriel seemed confused, and Azzy was just like, ugh.
Of course.
I should have said, you will understand in a second.
It was funnier without that, though.
And Professor, can't you teleport somewhere, at least in that vicinity, so we're not going to be spending weeks on
I
the
could
boat?
get us to the Greenbrier. I could
The
get
Arcana.
Guess the Arcana.
us...
That's fast enough.
Not setting foot in the Arcana.
I can't... Furiel's lair, isn't that on the southern edge
Yes,
near...
it is.
Because I was going to say also Furios.
I can get us to Fioriel's.
What about...
I have not been keeping track of the cities that I could go, which I see now is an error on my soul's part.
I don't know. I think those are all the places, really. And then maybe one, like, the Grand Citadel in
Well,
Talran.
yeah,
was
where did
probably
I
the
take... I took notes on somebody's...
I know we took note... Yeah, Ducasis here.
Yes,
yeah,
the
here.
Mysterium.
I really need to make a note somewhere.
I don't know if there was one in Talran in the Grand Citadel in Bavone.
But that was before... But when we were there, that was before I had teleportation.
Oh, the Mage Bro in Valen, yeah.
I forget his name.
La something.
Linden.
Linden.
Oh, yeah,
Agent.
That's right, Linden, yeah. We have that circle.
Which is closer than anything else. And we
That's a
don't
few
Yeah,
days from the
that's-
Dawnwood.
Let me put...
Yeah, because that was 2 days. Yeah, exactly. And then I think Frostfire is 2 days from the Dawnwood.
Let me see if
Yeah,
there's a...
the uncle of the gal who pulled Kel and the professor to a separate mage tower in Geist.
Right.
Here, I'll put... I can put it in...
Not
Athila?
Philip.
Oh,
It was an
okay.
Athila.
Yeah, Athila. That's the one.
Oh, I can
So
go.
that was
I can
just
go
one.
home, so I can go to Valondero.
Eleanor.
Yeah, my city in Ilanora. Valondero, right? That's what my town is.
Yes, it is.
Because the professor loves going there.
Fioriel's lair.
Did we use the teleportation circle in Linden's tower?
The Mysterium.
Yeah, that's how we got back to the Arcana the first time.
Cool.
I know we
went to
have
Talran.
used it. I don't remember if Professor copied it, though.
No, I didn't
We have-
copy it.
Sure
He
you
sent
did.
us- well, I didn't
pretty
have it
sh-
then either.
And I'm pretty sure that's the original way we sent Kel home when I had to take those weeks off.
Mysterium, you said?
Yes, the Mysterium and Via Vitaris.
That's
and
a
then
really cool name.
Did I get anything in Ducasis?
Yeah, you got
Yeah, with that
There's no
city with the
Mysterium.
S.
The library.
Okay.
The University of
Yeah,
Ducasis.
and I can't go to the I can't go to the Arcana. I can't take us to the Arcana.
Yeah, you can.
Why not?
Did I? Did I know that one then?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you copied that. Or it was like the first one you copied, as a matter of fact.
Okay, it's been a long time, guys.
I think
No,
I
yeah.
think Fioriel sent us the Arcana. Right, that was when we met the Empress.
But I think he copied
I
it
was
while we were
not there when we met the Empress. I did not meet the Empress.
Oh shit, he may have yeah. Fuck.
Okay, so I have Greenbrier, Valondero, Fioriel, Mysterium, Library, and Arcana.
Because I
that's
do
it.
remember there was a whole series of like people had written notes down in the Arcana, like trying to remember which one each teleportation circle
Oh
went to.
yeah.
And the professor was like, No way, and just erased all of them.
No cheating. Because that's where I intimidated the guy that was holding the clipboard. I told him.
Okay.
That was funny.
I can once we get to Via Vitaris and we talk to Sage, I can get us at least.
Maybe Sage can send us there. They have a whole teleportation room there, right? At the Mysterium.
They do.
Maybe they have one closer.
Perhaps they do. I might have some dangerous ones that the Greenbrier knows about, but that probably puts us in the middle of nowhere. They tend to be in the middle of nowhere.
I love it.
Encouraging.
They're very mundane, right, Professor?
Yes. Ancient ruins
That's how
are
this-
always mundane.
That's how they send their operatives places. I should ask my dad about that.
Well, speaking of these ancient ruins, I know you've been delving into some of them. Shouldn't it be prudent if we check some others?
Yes, we should head back to Sage. She had more information on some, especially since we're here in the old Empire, where a lot of this horrible magic seems to be stemming from, and that Furiel seems to be utilizing, or something.
Yeah, Connor was there for the Mage Tower.
Oh, yeah.
I was
The
not
whip.
there for the Mage Tower.
Oh, we also may want to divvy up that armor.
Snicker has to run me through that.
I figured
Yes,
we wait until we actually got back into town to pull it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking, Alex, I think you might be able to use that better than I. So yeah, go ahead and take it.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm sure.
All right.
See how it is.
Where is your armor, Connor?
He's obviously too buff for armor now.
Oh,
Doesn't
right.
fit.
Yeah, what happens when you lift? Like you can't wear armor anymore. You have to
He's
show off your
Connor-
muscles.
Connor Blackmore, King of the Tower. Oh, I was gonna say that.
I love you, Mike.
I was gonna say the first of his swollenness.
That's
Mike-
amazing.
How many DM inspirations do you have now?
I'm at 2 because I used a bunch last fight.
Take another one for that one.
Gotta get all those gains, man.
Gotta get all those gains.
Yeah, you gotta take a look at his legs though.
Oh, Connor did not skip leg day. Rookie mistake. While I was back in Talren, I spent a little time getting in touch with Black Mall roots.
Fair enough.
That is about as in game as I could think of saying. Yes, Connor took 3 levels of barbarian.
Hot.
Well, it seems
Well,
like
you know.
we're approaching Via Vitaris. Look, there it is in the distance.
Oh, I asked
Man,
Connor.
Connor really is like Conan now.
He is.
He's even king.
Yep,
Oh
and he
my
also
God.
has an outlaw background, so he's kind of the thief archetype too for Conan.
I love
Fucking
it.
amazing. Did our old artificer friend ever make it to Blackmaw?
Yes, he did.
I don't remember if he was an artificer or not. We
Crazy,
sent a wizard your way.
yeah, the crazy people you continue sending to my home.
Yep, them.
No, we thought they'd help.
They thought they'd helped. I've had to replace 3 walls, Telmar. 3.
Sounds like he was doing a great job.
Wait, Connor, I have something very serious to ask you, though. Is the brewery okay?
I was just gonna send you a quick message.
Yes, the brewery is fine.
Oh, thank God.
You kidding me? That's all the men want to flip and tend. They don't want to watch their posts. They sit there.
Better not be drinking it.
You're in the distance.
That's ours.
You're fucking right.
Connor, can
But not really.
can I speak with you just a moment? As I don't know, are we writing things?
I'm assuming you guys are moving. Because otherwise, you're just standing out in the middle of a field.
No, I've
somewhere.
thought, I've imagined we've been traveling. That's why I did that. Look, via Vitarius
Yeah.
in the distance. I sort of peel off a little bit. Everyone, one moment, as we're moving along with Connor.
Yeah, I'll follow.
It's good to have you back. Things seem to be getting darker. We're going to need more tactic, I fear.
Well, what I can't do leading an army, I'm fairly well versed in this.
While you were gone, we were in Ducasis, Othilla was the forest.
Yeah.
Geist.
Geist. We were in Geist. And we found my daughter, apparently. She is working for de Moriel. She has been changed. I did not recognize her.
I would gladly hope that this is an involuntary change.
I hope that as well. But I think she's tucked away in Vianoth or wherever de Moriel is hiding. We can't worry about that now, but we are going to be traveling into more deadly things, and I feel we need to steel ourselves and this group into more of a point to the spear, as it were. I figure you, as a Telrenian, will understand this.
That's the entire reason I came back. Little morale boost for the world to see that not all kings are sitting on their asses sending men to die. Some of us are out in the field doing the work.
Yes, and you continue to, I'm sure, impress upon my city-states that you are not what we expected.
Well, he kind of stops for a second. One of these days, you're gonna have to tell me what you promised your family to get me those ships.
I promise to do something that will probably... let's hope I don't live through this. Let's just say that.
Well, you know you always have a friend in Talrand, and I'm more than willing to start a little war to keep a friend safe.
Aw.
I appreciate that, Connor. I mean, Telrenian. And I just sort of wink.
You do realize that you're now part of the whole Court of Talren, Magister of the Arcana, the Arcane.
I'm what?
Oh, you didn't know that? Yeah, you're...
You appointed me?
I did appoint you.
How well known is it?
I haven't made any royal decrees or any nonsense like that.
Let's keep
Tess
it
and the
that
council
way.
knows.
Let's not let my family know about that. I fear any power they think they'll have over Talren, they'll alter my deal. Arya, get out of that! What are you doing? Sorry.
That's all good.
I thank you, I guess. I'm not
Well, I wouldn't...
I'm not good at these sort of positions. I am an educator and a knowledge seeker.
Well, Professor, I'm not very good at being king. We can learn to do this together.
Well, quite the odd couple, Connor. And I rein my horse towards the rest of the group.
Before that happens, Connor,
Sneak it.
make me a dex save.
Ah, no! Actually, I have advantage on those. Aha, danger sense. So you're like, no, I'm not Flint anymore. I don't have a plus 10.
You keep it all together.
Yeah, I'm like, but I do have a advantage because of danger sense.
Oh, Manny PCs.
Man of PCs and man of NPCs and DMing. And that still doesn't fucking matter because that's a 12. I rolled a fucking 2 and a 9.
As you and the professor finish talking, there is this blur of motion coming right at you, and you go to try to get out of the way, but you can't, as you find this, all of a sudden there is this thing on you, kind of climbing up your chest, and then running, just sort of curling around your neck, going, "Hi, you're back. You're okay. I missed you."
Like Ken just like reaching for the Molly, just like, it's just Mirai. It's just Mirai.
I missed you. She kind of crawls around your neck in a loop before going back into the professor. Sorry, I was
You mustn't
excited.
surprise him. He could probably smash you, my dear.
I trust Connor.
Well, just don't
wouldn't hurt
surprise
me.
him.
Okay, I'll do better. I'm sorry.
Oh, by the way, Mirai, I think I might be working on a present for you.
For me?
Yes.
Is it bacon?
No, but you can store your bacon there.
Yes.
And I sort of pull the reins off to the side.
Baconarium. Bacon.
Bacon what?
Heaven is a place on earth. And she goes right back into your mouth.
Yes. You're a strange little creature, my dear.
I love you too, Professor.
I just smile. It's like, right on.
As you ride on, you eventually come to Via Viteres. After a couple days travel, it feels so good to be back. And you watch as airships flying in and out of the dock. There's the wonderful smell of the ocean. What would you all like to do?
I'm going to head straight to Sage's.
Alright, so you head to the Mysterium. Are you all going?
I would think so.
Yeah.
I think so. I think we should try to keep this as brief as possible because I think
Yeah.
we have other pressing engagements. And hopefully you can send us someplace closer to Frostfire.
You guys get into the Mysterium, whatever. Having been directly directed to Sage's room where he has been giving his lectures, he looks up to you all as he is looking over the Ocularum, the Oculus Arcanum, sorry, and sort of looks at you all, and there's a soft smile as you watch his tail kind of softly swing back and forth behind him. It's good to see you all back in one piece.
Okay, I fucking love you. I want to marry your fucking face. Sage, pleasure to see you. Bad news.
Is it about the scrying?
Not that. The place we went. We fear that the Adremalek is loose.
That is
Erendel, as I'm
less
talking
than
to him, I just
optimal.
sort of like bag, and I mage hand, and like, we found this, and I think about the crystal, and I mage hand it out of the bag. We did not want to spend any time down there, and I did not have the capacity to quickly identify it. Could you help? As I float the mage hand, that we found it in a sarcophagus.
He sends a mage hand out to hold it, and he brings up to his face as his tail starts to twitch a little bit tighter and faster. And he goes, "Yes, well, about the scrying, I mentioned that only because something felt off before. I thought it was using the Oculus Arcanum. I've not used it for scrying much. Prefer just a normal crystal ball. But I thought given the opportunity, you all would need something a little bit more stronger. But I went back, and it seems as if someone was manipulating my scrying skills."
That is probably Demoria with the help of Amon Sorel. The once head of the wards of the Arcana. We fear that he is twisting the magic, so we cannot trust what we see magically.
I noticed that. As I was doing scrying on someone as a favor, he looks to you, Alex. That is when I noticed there was something off. I went and I scryed again, and each time, subtle differences as if someone was trying to obfuscate what was truly going on.
Yes, it appears that we cannot
I am
trust
brushed.
our reconnaissance.
Fuck.
I think whoever it was, Jeremy Scryon, Lady Alex, I fear is not quite as safe as they seem. Also, it would have been great if you had told me you were putting on the armor and attuning to it.
I hadn't thought about it until Mike said something.
I was
figured
just
once we
asking.
actually,
Yeah.
it stopped.
I was just asking because it's the bag of holding, but it's fine if not.
Have you put it on?
How many days did it take us to get here?
About 2.
Probably put it on the night before this one.
Okay, we will deal with that in a second.
Cool.
I think that if you scry to be very careful, I haven't been able to punch through the obfuscation. But as for the gem, and he looks at it, and he brings it in front of the oculus, and he looks through it, and he's like, "Ooh, that is quite nasty. It has a spell on it, a magical recording that triggers when a set of circumstances is achieved, but there's something else there, something a little bit more sinister.
A trap.
Oh, a little bit more than a trap. There's a soul in here,
A soul
a demonic soul.
and a recording.
Yes. The soul powers the gem, but if you had touched it, it could have tried to possess you.
Well, I am glad my instincts are always correct when you don't touch strange gems in sarcophagi.
God, I didn't touch it.
I do too. It's a little vicious thing, but it can be properly dealt with. I will have it sent to the local temple so they may cleanse it.
Is there a possible way to see the recording?
Yes. Hold on a second. He starts to weave magic, and all of a sudden you watch as from seemingly out of nowhere you see this full life-size image
Oh, good.
Eye of drama.
of this demon with a shined helmet and horns, and it is the same message you got in the tomb, ending with, "I hope you like my tomb, Dawn's Graces. It's yours now." And it shuts off, and then a second or two later it starts back up again, the exact same message, and Sage turns it off.
Ugh.
It must be how she recorded her.
Yes. Why must they always be so dramatic?
They get imprisoned for thousands of years at a time. I guess they sit there and they think of all the cool things they're going to say when they get out.
That's fair.
Well, I'm glad that none of us fell for that trap.
Hmm.
Is there anything else I can help with?
In regards to the rest of the strange happenings in ruins, is there anything else happening in Persephone?
The emergence of the Lost Sepulchre initiated some flare-ups of magic along the ley lines, as it were. Some old automatons have worked again briefly before falling back into disuse, and one of the towers that was found was briefly started to break from the ground as if it wanted to take to the air, as if to join the sky. There are writings about that the Glorious Empire had entire islands that float in the air.
Well, I'm sure that Persephone and its unique citizens can stifle any of the flare-ups. We seem to think that we must head east again, and we were wondering, in your teleportation array, do you have anything that can get us? Where did we want to go?
Frostfire.
Towards the Frost Spire.
I do not know where that is exactly.
I do not know where that is exactly either.
But if you wish to go to Tokmel, I have a couple places you could go to. And I would not worry about the flare-ups, Professor. We have some of the most knowledgeable when it comes to the Glorious Empire, and especially automatons. The Lady Lyris was here not but a week ago. If anybody could stop this, it would be her. She is a hero, after all.
Interesting. I should like to meet her someday. Thank you, Sage, for this.
Let's see, there's the Arcana, which I do have access to. There is Queen's Cross. They have one as well.
We have not been there in a while.
That's towards the north, right?
That is, so it's north of the capital.
I'm sure
Queen's Cross
Dinah
might
would
be-
love a visit.
And
Dinah.
now's not the time for thinking about alcohol and nice places to sleep. Although I'm not against it,
But
though.
Talma.
I mean, I'm not trying to be the professor right now. We have kind of important things to do.
I
That's fair.
am in agreement with Talma.
That may allow us to travel a little more undetected than going through the capital or through Arcana or something like that. Queen's Cross is... We might be able to blend in, I guess is what I'm saying.
Queen's Cross might be the closest we'll get.
Yes, then
That sounds good.
perhaps Queen's Cross is the way to go.
I would be more than happy to assist in getting you there.
Excellent. I don't think there's much else that we would want to accomplish here.
Then shall we?
We must move on with the leads that we have. Yes, I think we should. Unless anyone is in objection.
Nope.
I will take your signs for compliance.
I'm just... Is everybody here? I know Charles went to go pick up Katie.
Oh, I gave a thumbs up, so yes.
Yeah, I'm.
Sorry.
Chris?
Chris is here.
Sorry, I'm struggling with.
Sorry, I forget you can't
Thanks
see all
right
our
now.
cameras.
Okay. Are you okay?
Yes, I am good.
Alright.
Alright, let's head
Did I
for-
miss something?
No, I'm a little bit terrified with the way my laptop's been acting, so I just want to make sure I can hear everybody.
No, yeah, I'm good.
I'm taking a quote-unquote innocent gem out of the bag of holding.
Alright, he leads you down to where the teleportation room is. You hear Sage's voice in your head, Alex. He goes, I will keep an eye out for your brother. I do not like being denied like this, so if I can punch through and find out what is exactly happening, I will send you a letter through telescription.
Alex, smiles and nods. Thank you.
Alright, so all go into the teleportation room, and he starts casting, and as he finishes, the portal opens up. He's like, very well, Dawn's Graces.
Bye!
Take care, Sage.
Farewell.
I should like to meet you some other time when we're not.
I would like that as well.
Should you need any help from the Greenbrier Collective, we don't get out this far west that much, but I think we should definitely strengthen our ties.
Agreed. I think perhaps a working relationship would be a good thing.
I pass on the teleportation and a letter from me really quick.
Okay.
Information to Sage.
He takes them and he bows deeply to you, Professor.
You'll find that we might be able to pool our resources. We have managed to recover much in the time since the purge.
As have we. I think exchange of knowledges will strengthen us all.
Thank you once again, Sage.
He nods. As you all walk through the teleportation circle.
Woo!
Guess what I still have? Just want to take a
man.
little
Yeah, let's take a little.
Bio break would be fantastic.
Yep, same.
bio break.
Yep.
So.
Pause recording now. Zooming.
There's the swirl of magic as you guys step out into this very, very weird looking room. It looks like a turret addition onto a house. It's a large circular room. There is a teleportation circle in the center of it, and you all come out with this tiefling woman, eyes wide as saucers as she's looking at you guys, like kind of like the fuck. And then she goes, "Oh, right, Sage said you were coming by. He sent me a message beforehand. I was wondering what the fuck is going on."
Do you mind if I, and I just like make a point to the circle?
No, any friend of Sage's is a friend of mine.
Excellent. I'm adding Queen's Cross. Queen's Cross. Yes. Oh no, interesting. You guys use a very different twirl on that one. It must be a Persephone thing.
She is a fairly short for a tiefling.
Everything has a
but
tail on it on your runes. What? No, just kidding. That was.
She wiggles her tail a
That's
little
pretty
bit.
insensitive, Professor.
She is
Talk about the
a
runes.
sort of deep purple pink color, with dark red hair and sort of white eyes, and her horns are also sort of this deep red and curve up and around her head, and she has several gold bangles that kind of jingle on the end of her tail as she sort of leans against the door frame waiting for you to finish.
Thank you very much. What was your name?
Charity.
Thank you, Charity. It's a pleasure meeting you. I'm Professor Velithwil Shalendale of the Greenbrier Collective. These are my colleagues.
That's nice. Oh, Kyle missed it.
Oh, Kyle missed it. Damn it!
It's okay.
God damn it! No, we're starting again. I wasn't listening. Sorry. Well, it's nice to see you too, Connor.
It's nice to see you still have this rock armor. It's easy to strike off of.
At least you're not striking off with Bucky or something.
We're an eclectic bunch as I walk out the door.
I can see that. Well, if you ever need help, let me know. My brother's a pain in the ass, but he knows good people.
Oh, mental note. Boop, boop. I never forget a thing.
She kind of smiles as she leads you guys out into Queen's Cross, familiar to you guys as the sort of trading hub of Toknell, as you are once again in the Empire. So, we are now going to resolve another thing.
Oh yes.
So
I'm
now
giving
for
thumbs
something
up if you can't see that.
completely
So we skip
different.
back in time for a short period of time.
Yeah.
Why are we skipping
Alex,
because-
Oh.
you take 78 points of psychic damage, and your hit point maximum is reduced by 78.
Sweet Jesus.
Fuck.
Oh, motherfucker.
I'm never gonna learn my lesson, am I?
You find armor in the
Well,
tomb of a demon general.
Yeah, well, I thought the professor had a...
Identify does not pick up curses.
It does
Shit.
not
Unless it's
pick up
speci-
curses.
Unless
Ele-
it's specified in the armor.
Unless it's specified in the armor that it picks up that Identify picks it
I've
up.
not finished detecting everything.
Cool.
Morgan pulled a hat trick!
Yeah, I did. I would have gone to Cord the next morning going, help, please. How?
Um,
I don't know if he would help. I'm going to assume he does, but
can Corin help? That is the question. I'm bringing up his character sheet and hope that Chris has it up to date.
As he forgot to level up.
Or that I can open it without everything falling to bits is the big thing. Does he?
otherwise we'll resolve this at another time. Pull the hat trick.
To be honest, I thought Talmar was going to take it.
Why would he
Yeah.
ever not be immune to crits, though?
Yeah. One of the things is that it like allows you to cast Fireball. That doesn't really sound like something I would do.
Bahamut?
Alex can shoot Firebolt, so I thought that more was her thing.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to say because he's a cleric and can do cleric-y things, he gets remove curse and cast it on you, allowing you to take off the armor. And it's going to take you a couple days for your HP to come back,
Alright,
because it comes back in 25 HP bursts.
okay.
And now you guys have the Golden Lord's plate,
Yeah,
which you discovered is cursed.
as soon as I can get it off, I'm switching out back into my mithril.
So fast forward, you are completely okay now.
Cool.
Well, let's no,
I mean,
actually,
I would be up. I would. It would be the morning of, and Sage just sent us, so I would be at 89.
yeah, okay. So not quite back fully, but you should be soon.
Yeah.
You guys find yourselves in the lovely Queen's Cross. There seems to be hustle and bustle around you as daily life goes on. What would you all like to do?
It's been a while since we've been here. Right, the Frost
My
Spire.
first time here.
Am I familiar with that? The Frost Spire? Or was that when I was gone?
Frostspire had been mentioned.
Okay.
When we spoke to the Empress, so he
Okay,
wouldn't
yeah,
there.
I wasn't here. So this Frost Spire place, are we aware of its location in relation to?
Well, we know it's about 2 days north of the Dawnwood, and I know the Dawnwood's about, 5 days from Queen's Cross, give or take.
All things depending, yeah, it's about 2 days up, day and a half over.
Right. Well, I guess we should stock up on some supplies and. Wait, what time is it now? Since we
Let's see, you
we went
guys
east, so it got later.
got later, and it was
Providing your world rotates the same way ours does.
surprise.
It works on like a cattywampus axis, so just like
Well, I just meant east, west, sunrises. So.
I know.
Surprise, surprise! It's tidally locked.
How are we surviving?
Sheer, pure cuss willpower.
Nice. I never even noticed that there was never a nighttime.
Dun dun dun.
Love you so much.
So it's about early evening.
Okay. Perhaps we should. Wasn't there a wonderful little inn just outside here that we stayed at ages ago, where you all punched each other?
What, you guys punched each other?
Oh, it was fun too.
Yes, I'm sure that's the word I would use.
You know, I still have that potion you gave me to stop. I should probably give that to Bucky sometime.
I would like to quickly purchase a bag. Just like a pouch. Small, just big with a port with an opening big enough for Mirai. So let's just say that I do that before we
Like a mini messenger bag.
yeah, like a little mini messenger bag.
Yeah, no, you're easily find it. It's about a gold piece for something that's super nice, soft leather.
Okay. Excellent. Right, do we need any supplies? Food? Shelter? We have the tent.
I mean, I can give us, food for a long ass time. Honest.
Well, then I suppose we should just head to, well, don't do it right here in the middle of the street.
I could feed peasants if I want.
Obviously, beggars come out of the woodwork, just like food.
So don't encourage me because I will feed everybody here.
Shall we head to that inn and camp for the night and then continue on in the morning?
The Shepherd's Respite.
Yes. Erendale with the memory.
Oh.
Is that the one?
6 notebooks ago.
Yo, this is hard with 2 notebooks now, guys.
Yeah, it's...
But sure,
like
we can do that.
session 4 or something like that. Jesus.
Yeah. Luckily, I wrote it down the last time we were there. Also, I found that one.
Kel was.
That seems to be the most logical thing. At least we know who's there, and I don't like being in Queen's Cross.
Yeah, I do not like it either. That's why I thought of the one that outside. I remember that the innkeeper, she was nice. You slept in the barn.
Classic us.
Yeah.
I took a room like a civilized person. Very well. Let us be off then.
Alright.
And we
You
go
guys do a couple errands and then start heading out through the city. The center of town seems to be full of people. There's lots and lots of people talking and gossiping among themselves. A little bit more than the last time you guys were in. Noticeably more, as people are sort of congregating in small groups and talking amongst themselves, seemingly discussing the news of the Empire. You catch bits and pieces as you walk of people talking about how the Priory of the Arcana has been called back, that there's talk of war, but war with who? There's talk of demons, and people are scoffing at that. So you guys managed to get out of town to the Shepherd's Respite, where guys push in to there, and it's fairly busy in here. But as soon as you all walk in, there's a moment or two where you hear the music of a bard playing in the corner, and then hear, "Oh, it's so good to see you all!"
Hello. What was her name again?
Dinah.
Dinah, it's a pleasure to see you again as well. I have some interesting teas you might want to try.
Oh, you are lovely. It's so good with all the talk lately. It's just so good. Just come in. And then she, there's a table, and she pushes like 2 tables together and goes, sit down. I'll go get you some food.
Excellent.
Well, she seems very nice.
She is a darling.
Oh, you're new. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Dinah.
Alex.
A pleasure. Ale, wine, cider, mead.
The nail sounds perfect. Thank you.
Perfect. Aaron, dear darling, would you like some whiskey or some scotch or ale or...
Is it wrong if I say all 3?
No, I got you.
He wants a mixed drink with all 3 of them in it.
Nope, that's not what I meant, Tavla.
It's too late now. He's already ordered.
I will keep it flowing.
Oh, the
then.
demon spit. Yes, I've heard that one.
And I'll bring lots and lots of food over.
Yes, eat the food first, Erendale.
But
You know my dad.
Professor,
I am sort of your dad. Listen to me. He did not obviously say that. Listen to Grandpa.
We're like, how many greats should we add to that?
Damn.
Going to send you to another plane, Dalmau.
But I'm from this plane.
Doesn't mean that I can't send you somewhere else.
Even for just a little bit.
Wait till I learn Smite of Banishment. You won't.
No. He's gonna send you to Bahamut so you can think about what you did.
Bahamut, I have another one for you. As I like, come in and drag him by the ear. He's all yours.
No! And all you see is this great platinum dragon curled around this giant fucking gamer chair with these headsets on.
Oh,
And-
shit.
And you see that he has like X split up. And he sort of pauses like dude, I'm streaming. Anyway.
Is that like getting swatted?
So, you guys sit down, and she starts bringing out heaps of food, and she keeps the drinks rolling, and she says that, I have some rooms available. It seems most people come out here for the food lately. Apparently someone's been talking.
But it would be
Dinah.
some good service.
I have a question for you.
Yeah, of course.
Do you know anything about the various lords of Falknow? Or at least rumors that have been happening around there?
What do you want to know?
The Lord Allen. I've heard rumors that he is currently operating around the Frostspire. Is that true?
Valara?
Yeah, Lord Valara.
Yeah, the Frostspire is their ancestral seat.
Have there any strange activity going on there right now?
Oh, there's been some strange activity going on for a while now. I think at least, 5-10 years.
Indeed. Ever since the murders, right?
That's the rumor that there were murders, but yeah.
No. they were
God's
murders.
rest the Valara family, they had such tragedy strike them so quick in succession. The Lord's twin sister was murdered by some occult fanatics, it was said. Terrible, terrible thing that. And then his mother died of a broken heart, and after that, it seemed Lord Valar himself just could not contain the sorrow, and he passed soon as well. Poor Alan was, Lord Alan was forced to soldier on, endure. But he became sort of reclusive after that, but who can blame him after everything that happened?
Kind of roll my eyes at poor Alan. Is he the lord of this area? Or is he off to the north?
He's
Far
off
away?
to the north. Mostly it's mountains and some forests. They've always been a fairly reclusive family. They're more noticeable for their magical research than anything else.
Yes, that does sound correct. Thank you, Dinah.
Of course.
That's been helpful.
Of course, anything that I can do to help. I hear things, so if you want rumors, I can separate gossip from information as best I can.
Actually, one more thing.
Yeah.
And I give her a description of what the Chancellor looks like. Have you seen anybody like this? Maybe possibly you're in.
My God. Yeah, actually, strangely enough. I've seen someone like that. Really seedy looking son of a bitch.
What was he doing? What was he looking for?
I don't know. He took to the corner, he snapped at me, called me wench. I told him if he did it again, I'd slap him across the mouth. So he
It's
called
probably
to
for the
me
best
again,
you didn't
and
do that, Dinah.
I slapped him across the mouth with a skillet.
Did he say where he was going?
Dinah,
Or
I
which
love
way?
you.
Which direction did he go?
She winks. I don't know. I didn't hear anything about what his plans were. But he was here a while ago. Months ago? I only remembered because I hit him in the face with the skillet. You don't really forget that.
Well,
I don't think he will either.
I hope not.
I
knocked out his
appreciate
front
that you've
teeth.
done that. Thanks, Dinah.
Of course. If I see the bastard again, Did you want me to put him under citizen's arrest?
Diana, do not. He is someone you do not want to draw attention to yourself with. He is the former Chancellor of Shar, and he in link with the Troubles.
Oh, it didn't seem too much trouble to me, but...
If he does, I just tear off a piece of telescription paper. Just write me a note, my dear.
Of course, I'd be more than happy to. And she sticks it in her pocket and she goes, "Oh, right, pocket. Remember, forgot something." She bustles back into the kitchen and bustles back out with a plate of nothing but bacon. She sets it down in front of you, Professor.
I believe this is your cue, my dear. And I poke the bag.
She moves entirely too quick to see, and you all just watch as slowly this blue fairy dragon head appears above the mound of bacon, and she goes, "Oh yeah," and just descends. And so Dinah just nods and goes, "If you need anything else, I'll keep the food going and the liquor." Which reminds me, and she looks to you and goes, "I got something I think you might like."
Lay it on me, Dinah.
She goes back and she's like, "I won this in a card game, and I figured you all are off saving the world and whatnot. You could probably use it better than me." She sets down a bottle of whiskey for you, and this is considered top shelf. It's been aged for, I don't know, 20, 25 years?
25 years in the wood.
Wrong character, Professor.
That's fine. Anytime there's whiskey about, you're damn sure he's gonna be sitting there.
Your plume is showing, Professor.
And there's fine smoke and caramel notes in it. Sublime. And like I said, you all are saving the world, so consider this my thanks.
I appreciate it, Dinah. Thank you very much for everything you did for us.
You all are like family.
The Johnny
We gotta send you some of our brew whenever it's done.
And she goes back to taking care of the other people bustling around with a sort of vigor that's unheard of a woman her age. You swear she's like 100 years younger.
So while we're at the table, I'm just gonna take out the bag and I'm gonna start measuring it and like taking notes, but I'm also like talking as I'm doing that. Right. So as we get to the Frostspire, we should probably gather more information. Erendir, do you think Gamel might know more about it being in its proximity to the Dawnwood?
I would think so. He seems to be kind of the authority in the Dawnwood, right? From what we heard from Corin.
Yes.
And if it's so close there.
Connor, I think you would be in agreement of me. Don't mind me while I do object work of me working on a bag.
That's fine.
We should
I have a crazy idea.
I peer over my bag.
I like crazy ideas usually.
I don't
Well,
necessarily like them, but I'll hear you out.
his family is reclusive, they say, but how rude of it would be to, decline the invitation of the King of Talren coming to his home.
That's not that crazy, actually. That's the good kind of crazy. I do like that. I do like that.
I like this. I like this a lot.
Connor,
Especially when
and
it
I
comes
am,
with the charge d'affaires of Ducasis.
and I am apparently in your retinue. Oh, I would have to dress fancy though.
You're a Talrenian retinue. You look fine.
Do I have to dress less fancy?
I would tear your sleeves, but I
Should
don't.
I throw
think
some
that...
mud on me? I just sort of say,
Should I start spitting a lot?
just with a half smile.
Chewing
just a half
tobacco?
smile.
As you have this image of Connor just ripping the sleeves of the professor's robe and just going, "Ah!"
Don't you dare touch this fabric. It's like 300 years old. This is a
No,
war wizard's outfit.
You're a Talrenian retinue. I think you look fine. I think you're a little overdressed to be seen, because as Connor is wearing like just like pants.
Not even a shirt.
It's more of like he kind of like just like basic shirt, nothing like major.
Yeah.
You gotta let the muscles breathe, yo.
Nipple tassels.
Well, the idea is the fact that
It's
you can
like-
see.
It's like a white T-shirt with denim.
Yeah. Well, no, the
Oh
idea
my
is
God.
it's going. Well, the idea of what I was coming through, because I want the black mall tattoo on his chest to show, and I was kind of playing with the idea because he has that entire Saren Ray tattoo on his back.
Oh,
right.
so you sort of have like a open vest with a DV cut in the back.
Yeah, no,
It's
no,
the
mine
weirdest
is
looking vest ever.
ever. No, mine was like kind of like the Conan like thing with like the leather barding across his chest. And,
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
A big fur vest or something.
I was
Just
starting
those-
just
just those
imagining
weird-
Connor like
those
tearing
weird-
his shirt off a lot.
The weird sleeves that have no shirt attached to them. Those things.
It's like sleeveless shirts. He
Yeah.
cut his sleeves off.
No, it's like a shirtless sleeves.
You
You see those where
I've
it's
seen
just the arm things and then like nothing and then yeah, it's just like a strap in the back that connects them. I don't know what the actual technical term for that is.
Wear a mankini.
No,
You're in a Borat thong.
you guys gonna go to hell.
We've gone too far now. Let's get back on track, everyone.
I've
Right,
gone too far
that's
in a few places.
an insane idea, Connor. But I kind of like it a lot.
Yes,
Just might be crazy enough to work.
I
But
think.
does it
Go ahead.
does it tip our hand too much? I mean, they're gonna know it's us no matter what we do. Well, after the fact, they'll
Could we-
know no matter what. But
Could we at least attempt some sort of reconnaissance on the whole place first before we enter it? I think we should start knowing what we're about to go into before we actually go into it.
I could definitely scout the castle or keep or whatever when we get there.
Maybe we should still add your falcon.
Well, like,
It's
scouting. We could always just send the message saying that the King of Talren wishes to pay a visit and see how see how well it's taken. If there's any reply, if anything. If there's a reply, we can always decline and in good fashion sneak in the back door, kill some people, get some information.
It's possible.
I could also pick Azzy's brain to see if there's any back doors into the castle, secret entrances, hidey holes, anything like that. She lived there for most of her life, after all.
Right. Tamar, what's the I mean, Dinah kind of mentioned it, but what's the story they've got? That everyone's dead except for Alan?
Yes, everyone's dead but Alan. Her mother was secretly murdered by the cultist, and that her father died of grief, and then Azzy. If I remember correctly, that Azzy died of an illness. It's all bullshit, but somehow Alan convinced everybody that this is what.
Snicket, is the backstory the same here?
Roughly, yeah.
Okay. Excuse me.
Oh man, that was fun. Everyone getting to watch that moment on Sunday.
Son
Ugh.
of a bitch.
Thanks, Dan.
Let me know if I got any of the.
Alice was murdered. Sorry, Azzy was murdered. Mom died of a broken heart. Dad just sort of let go, got ill, and died.
Okay, so they both died of broken heart.
Yeah, essentially speaking, it was they lost their daughter horribly, then the wife died, and then
As you can tell, they loved Alan a lot. Even in his cover story, they didn't. They were so heartbroken that as he died, that they died of grief. It's like, oh man, he's the heir now. Well, guess I don't want to live anymore.
fuck this shit.
And that was the best he could come up with.
Yeah, we hate him so much we're gonna let him stay the heir and we'll just die.
What? I guess we should. What's the end game here for him, for Alan? I mean, what for us?
Judging-
What do we do to Alan? I guess is what I'm asking.
Pays for his crimes. and I will not negotiate on that.
Do we know the whole story?
I do.
Well, you're not going to get any complaints from me for killing this man. I mean,
I've
have at
appealed to
least-
the Empress for justice. She refuses to listen. And I'm not going to find any proof, so he will not pay for his crime unless I do.
It's hard
Or
to
we do
drag a
it.
noble from his lands.
Especially when you
rights.
aren't even willing to try. Or do more than absolutely nothing to try and see what happened.
Well, if she does, it could lead to other nobles revolting against her. And then she'd have a civil war on her hands on top of the rest of this mess.
Actually, Connor, do you have any?
Those high up get to make the rules as they go. It is stupid.
Yes,
I agree, Professor.
We had heard that Talren and Toknel and Isla Nora and a bunch of these countries were mobilizing for war. Do you have any?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, cool.
I've been pushing Talren to war since Shar. So the armies have been mobilized. They've been training. I have the dwarven smiths of Mythica pounding steel as fast as they can make it, giving us an edge in combat by giving us slightly enchanted weapons. So we're not running into battle with sticks and spears this time. We're running into with dwarven forged weapons.
My family is currently amassing as many of the ships and building as many as they can.
I think we're about as prepared as we can be for to march into Vianoth at this point. At least Talren is. I have no idea about Toknel. I have, as you know about as much as I do. I know the Priory's been called. I know that they muster their lords and such as this. But how many will answer the call, and how many will call banners or even bring that many? All I know, Talren, the entirety of Talren will empty out and march to Talren.
I know
March
Shar
to
will
Vianoth.
empty out as well. Shar is too much in our debt to ignore. I don't know that we can rely on Toknel.
I rely on Toknel as much as I can. The Empress, in my short dealings, I understand your opinion on her Talmar, but she seems to be honest.
Oh, I don't
But-
doubt that she's honest, but I doubt how much power she really has. I think her lords are too independent, and a lot of them aren't going to the call or barely answer the call.
We shall see.
I think you
If-
doubt her power then. And
Indeed.
doubt that by showing resistance to that she would not in turn react. You can't have nobles refusing to do what the Empress wishes. Just as you can't also force yourself upon a noble's lands, they also do pay fealty to the Empress.
Indeed, I know. I don't know. The nobles are so independent. I don't know how many of them are.
Or
So
have
we'll
been
see.
turned. We've seen.
Well, yes, that too.
Yeah.
As you see,
well,
I saw this
we
play
have
once. It was,
experience we
Sorry,
have
go.
experience with that in Ducasis.
Right.
as you see, I saw this play once. It was called Lethal Weapon, and I have something called Diplomatic Immunity. So,
Charles.
Lethal enchanted weapon.
yes.
That was wonderful.
You're
Sweet
welcome.
God.
But
Alright, I'm adding lethal weapon to the top of the list because you've mentioned that 3 times today.
am I?
No, wait, no, it was Total Recall last time.
Total
never
Recall.
mind.
It was Total
Oh.
Recall.
Get your
It
ass to
was.
Mars.
Shit.
We were going to Mars at Destiny. We're like me and Mike. Get your ass to Mars.
Naturally.
Well, let's.
But
Oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you now. I can give 2 shits about Toknel law. Fuck them. This is war. We are marching. We're going to take what we want. This is a Talrenian raid for all I care about. I will sanction the goddamn thing myself.
This escalated very quickly. But I like it.
We for me, it's more that we know that he is guilty, and unfortunately, he's found a way to evade justice. So we will dispense it. And that's how I feel about it.
And who's to say that Tocnell justice is any different from Talredian justice?
Or
At
the
this
fact
point-
that the Empress necessarily disagrees with it. Once again, and maybe I'll find proof in the castle. Besides,
And as it stands, I'm fairly certain that Dawnwood is more loyal to Talren than it is to Tocnell at this moment, because Talren came to its aid. And at this point, I think that annexing that part of Tocnell isn't out of the question.
Well, that's a bold move, friend.
worry
Especially when
about
it's
borders
across the
when
wall.
the war.
Yeah.
Walls ain't a damn thing. Walls are meant to be broken.
What?
Well, I meant the wall as in the wall of mountains in between. But
What
Mountains
about,
can be broken, passes can be made.
What about the possibility of us going into Frostspire and finding Gregor there again?
Yeah. He did so many experiments. I don't know if he could really die or not.
I don't think he wasn't actually achieved lichdom, right? I don't think so.
We don't know that for sure.
We don't know that for sure, but we know they were experimenting with it. So who knows what the fuck?
He found some way. Maybe. And we also. I don't remember what happened to his body. Did we do something with his body?
His body disintegrated. The hag destroyed his body.
So it's very possible then.
He's gonna be a vapor monster then.
Or we run into one of the hags that may be helping Alan. I mean, Connor looks to the professors.
They were, after all, answering to somebody.
It's another win. Anything we can take out of Demorial's hands is a win. It is asset denial.
And I think we need to try to see what information we can get about the goings-on of Frostspire before we actually go into it.
Well, with scrying out of the question, I mean, the only one that I can think of even remotely getting into Frostspire who isn't, embroiled with you lot, and he looks to Alex. You speak as if you're noble, nobility. Maybe you can get your way in there. You've been with this group for what? A couple weeks?
something like that.
So you're not going to be
How
well known?
How many days from right here from the inn to Frostspire is it? Snake?
To Frostspire?
Yeah.
About a week, give or take, depending on how hard you move.
How many days from Dawnwood to there?
To be honest, it's roughly the same, give or take maybe half a day or so.
We could contact the Dawnwood and see if we could have a little bit of reconnaissance done for us.
Wait, did I leave it? I left a detachment of mercenaries in the Dawnwood.
Yes, you did. They've been really diligent about taking care of that.
Boom! That's our inn.
There also might be an ally also within the area there too that you guys have forgotten about.
Who did we forget about? Gamel?
Brennan, the High
Brennan,
Cleric
shit,
of
that's
Paylor.
Oh, I thought he was gone.
He got called away and has since been brought back because he's overseeing the restoration of the ancient temple of Paylor, which has the sealed items of Ariel in the basement.
Oh yeah, the sword and everything, the armor and sword.
I'm gonna write a small transcription note to He's still in the Dawnwood, right? Gamel's in the Dawnwood. No? Okay. I don't.
He's just sans Aelin.
Read him a note saying that we are where we are and that we are heading to Frostspire. We have a plan to infiltrate. Would like to see if there's a chance for reconnaissance. I look at Connor. I'm like, I'm writing to Gamel. Is there anything you want from your detachment there?
If we could send their best scout into Frostspire, at
I'll
least to,
say, utilize Connor's detachment. Perhaps if the scout, we just need information about the comings and goings. the activity, things like that. We don't probably necessarily need like the in of the thing, but I would like to know comings and goings, activity, like what's going on there. Defenses, right? Defenses, that kind of stuff.
Defenses. We can give defenses any comings and goings. Defenses. As much as I like to get kind of ballsy to check on like any like secret passages or doors or something like that.
Yeah, attempt to see if there are other ways in. I will send you another message. Should we go there first?
To Frostfire or to Dawnwood?
Well, to Dawnwood. I'm like, it's going to take us longer to go to Dawnwood, and then.
Well, we could also play the sabotage hand. If we're gonna send scouts there, we might as well start, fucking with like if there are supply lines, start screwing with them. And if there is,
do we want to raise that kind of suspicion like right now, or do you want them to act like bandits?
Otherwise, to go back to what you were mentioning earlier, I do carry my name. My aunt is the dignitary to Tocnell. It wouldn't be out of the question for her to send her niece to talk with the Lord.
Perhaps about bandit attacks that have been happening in the area?
Indeed.
I still think we should get all the information about comings and goings and things like that, though.
Oh, I totally. Let's get comings and goings on the way there. We could give because we're assuming that Gamble's got a transcription paper. He can give these guys.
And so then I'm just like Connor requests that his detachments become bandits.
I'm sure they'll be very upset about this.
As we right-click the mercenary tab and we move them to raiders.
Oh yes! The DM is most pleased.
And then I pop that away.
Okay. A couple minutes come by and poof, you get a return message, Professor.
It says
Will do.
Gamble's on it. Well, I don't know if... I think that might be it for the night. Is there anything else we should discuss before we turn in? It's just about right, I think. Mirai, for a second, leave the bacon alone. Get in this bag. Quickly, please. It's just for sizing.
Okay. She gets in the bag and she sort of snuggles down into it.
I just
Nice.
tie off the top a little bit and I give it like a little jostle. How do you feel?
Ah!
How do you feel?
It's fine. It's fine. What are you doing,
You can go
Professor?
back to the bacon now. Thank you.
Okay.
So for however long it takes, Snicket, I am working on creating a small pocket dimension, utilizing the knowledge I have of Mordenkainen's mansion, to make a small cavern. Well, to make the bag become maybe like a 2 foot,
Yes.
like just like a small, like a maybe 1 foot by 1 foot or 2 foot by 2 foot cube on the inside. Cave / den / horde.
Yes.
So just like basically a permanent pocket dimension
For Mirai.
for Mirai.
So she stops getting bacon grease and food all over your papers.
Yes, but one that will support her in life, similar to the Magnificent Mansion's pocket dimension.
Oh my god. She's gonna abuse the fuck out of that.
So that's what so I've been sizing it, I've been carving my runes into it, and I imagine it's going to cost me some money and some time, but that is what I would like to be working on at nights.
Awesome. That is your new project.
After I make one more earring for Alec.
Thank you.
Oh, that's right. Connor's got an earring again.
I'm about to say, at least it's not 2 because Connor's got an earring.
Yeah, if you want, you could knock the earring out tonight.
Okay, I'm going to knock the earring out tonight.
Roll Arcana for me. Like, you've made so many of these that the DC for this is, as long as you didn't roll, like, under a 10, you're fine.
Okay, good. Sweet.
So
I'm
you
gonna quickly get some metal, and I just like in the morning I'll flick it to Alex, and then be like,
Oh, there-
"Put it in your ear."
We're gonna have to teach Alex how to, you know,
And
use
I, like-
over and
I,
stuff.
like touch it, and I'm like, "Hello, Alex."
Oh,
Yes.
hello, Professor.
Good. All right, I'm done with my stuff.
Testing, Alex, testing.
Yes, I hear you, Tamar. You are
Don't abuse it. We can
standing-
all hear it.
a
It's
foot-
not specific to one of us.
Hold on.
Tamar,
You should.
Tamar,
yeah.
I can hear you. You are standing a foot to the left of me.
Okay, good. You should say over when you're done talking. By the way, over.
It's not. You do not have to do that. It's fine.
And when after you say over, go.
I don't know
I
why I do
understand.
these things for
Over.
you. I hate you all.
We love you, Professor. Over.
You guys wake up in the morning. There is breakfast made for you, and totally not like a little picnic basket for lunch, just in case.
What a sweetheart.
As we're leaving, I would like to sneakily, I mean, not so like alone, privately with Dinah, give her 600
Holy
gold.
shit.
Just because like I have a lot of gold, and she's really cool.
Oh, I
So
was
I
going
would
to talk
like
to
to
her
give her-
privately too. As we leave.
I did it first, Professor.
That's fine. You can do it first. I don't care who did it first.
Copycat.
I'm not giving her money.
Aaron, you managed to catch her as she's heading back in the kitchen. You hand her the gold. Her eyes go wide, and she starts to. There's a little tear that forms in the corner of her eye, and she blinks really quick, and she sort of just looks at you like she wants to hug, but she realizes not everybody likes hugs, so she just grins really wide.
Oh no, I hug her.
She hugs you back. She goes, "Thank you. I mean, I wasn't going to ask her anything, but I can do so much good with this."
The world needs rays of light like you, Dinah. I know you'll put it to good use.
I'll do my best. I'm no warriors like you all, but I'll see what I can do.
Mainly if you just keep making bacon a lot. Like, I think people will just be happy.
I think I can do that, and I think I might get some more whiskey in here, maybe some scotch. And I heard this other variety called bourbon, I think.
You do the Lord's, all of the Lord's works.
I try.
Excuse Connor, and I go back. I walk out of the kitchen.
I was not muted. Oh my god! I thought I lit up. I went up to hit the button. I must have not. I clicked it all the way.
Yeah, you have to. This button sometimes doesn't click. Like you have to push it really hard sometimes.
I apologize.
I sort of like sidle up as we're leaving. Dinah, my dear.
Yes.
And I hand her a frost enchanted stone.
Ooh.
Put this in your frying pan. It might be able to help it. And I like lean in close and I look at her and I'm like, Dinah, the rumors are true. Darkness is spreading in this land, and you must stay safe. If the time comes where you need to run, run. I can't tell you where it might be safe, but my first guess is to try the Dawnwood. Just be aware that these are not the rumors that you hear, the idle talk. A lot of people do not believe it. But it is 100% true, and we are trying to stop it. But it may get messier before it gets fixed. Keep your eye out.
She
I
takes
hate
a
to
stone.
be I hate to be dark, but when you've gotten my age, optimism is not a luxury anymore.
She nods as she pockets it to later affix to her skillet, and she kind of pulls you in for a hug. I promise you, Professor, I'll look after myself and all those who call this place a place of rest. Should the worst come to pass, I won't stay and fight. I'll try to find safety and try to bring others to safety as well as best I can. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Be safe as well.
We will try.
That's all I can ask.
Oh,
She
and here
smiled.
is some of that elven tea I talked to you about.
Oh, you are.
Oh wait, and here's some from Persephone. Picked it up along the way.
You are a gem, Professor.
The Persephone stuff's a little tingly, but
I heard that.
yeah, it's really good.
Thank you. I'll drink it and think of you all.
Farewell, Dinah.
Alright, you all take care of yourselves. You hear? I don't want to hear anything bad about anything happening to you all.
We will do our best. Connor is growling.
No, Charles is thinking about it because at this point, what's the point of being king if you can't throw a little weight around?
Are you gonna throw your hammer around her nice inn? That's not nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna destroy her inn. No, actually,
Fuck you, Inn! Boom! I'm the king of town.
fuck it!
I have diplomatic immunity.
Fuck you! No, my idea was to, if she does have to, I dump the royal cook.
Whiskey up my nose.
We're gonna
I dub you Baroness of Bacon.
Marai's like crying of joy.
Just like saluting.
No, what he wants to do is he wants to give her some telescription paper, and then essentially we can hand wave this to tell her if she does have to run. I give her the description of the mercenary captain. As many people as you can get to join you, I will have them meet you halfway to escort. At this point, we need good people in the world, and I'm not willing to lose one on the road because of the arrogance of the fuckfaces in Queen's Cross. The city will burn. We all know it. They won't leave. They'll sit here with their piles of gold, hoping that their gods will protect them. But when they come, everything will be lost. So if it comes to it, my men will protect you and those you bring on the road.
Thank you, Connor. Sincerely, thank you. And I will do everything I can to bring light and protect people as best I can.
Which point? Yeah, that's about it. Cause Aaron, you gave her 600 gold. There's no reason for me to pile on another 1,000 gold on top of that because that'd be fucking just asinine.
She'll be drowning in gold. Oh, God.
She can live like a noble for 3 years.
We all know that money would go back into the community immediately.
Oh yeah.
Pretty much. She's not gonna. She wouldn't live the royal life for
Well, Moradin guide you all as you guys. She sees you all off. And you all start heading down the road to the Dawnwood. Or are we going straight to Frostfire?
I think we're going to the Dawnwood. I think we're gonna make the little headway, a little out of the way, just to talk with flipping Gamel.
Gamel.
Take a pit stop, say hi to Gamel. So you guys start traveling off. The day is bright and clear. Puffy white clouds in the sky. And that's where we're going to leave off for the evening as you guys head to the Dawnwood and then to the Frostfire and what lies beyond.
Yay!
Hooray.
I hope you guys had fun.
Always.
Yeah.
Always, especially the fact that Connor's back now.
Yes.
It's nice.
Goodbye, Christina.
Bye, Christina.
Bye,
I
Christina.
promise I'll upload these eventually.
Christina, I pulled a hat trick. Aren't you proud of me?